Welcome to Global English Tales, where stories from every corner of the world come alive in simple, captivating English. Today's tale, A Journey of Trust and Love, weaves a heartfelt story of devotion, resilience, and the unyielding human spirit. Through 5 compelling acts, each illuminating a facet of trust and love, our hero and heroine navigate challenges that test the strength of their bond. Join us as we explore how faith in one another can ignite courage, heal wounds, and overcome even the greatest obstacles. Let this story remind you that, no matter where you are, the heart's truest connection can light the darkest path. A journey of trust and love. Part 1. The Meeting. In a quiet mountain village, nestled between emerald forests and silver streams, lived a young woman named Mira. Known for her gentle smile and helping hands, Mira was beloved by all. Every morning, she would walk through fields to gather wildflowers, her laughter blending with the song of birds. Despite her warmth, Mira's heart held a secret emptiness, a longing she couldn't quite name. One rain-soft day, while wandering farther than usual, Mira stumbled upon a stranger resting beneath an ancient oak. He was a traveler named Arun, his clothes dusty from long roads, his eyes searching but kind. When he smiled, Mira felt a flutter in her chest like wings unfurling. She offered him water and listened as he shared tales of distant lands, of old temples, and bustling markets. Mira, in turn, spoke of her dreams, of someday seeing the world beyond the mountains, of finding a connection that felt like home. Arun was captivated by Mira's spirit, the sincerity in her gaze, the courage that sparkled even as she confessed her fears. They lingered under the tree as light shifted to gold, painting their faces with hope. In those first hours, something gentle but profound bloomed between them, a sense of being wholly seen. As dusk approached, Arun promised to return the next evening. Mira watched him vanish down the winding path, her heart alight. She did not know if it was fate or chance that brought them together. But beneath that ancient oak, the roots of a beloved story began to grow. Part 2. The Blossoming. The next day dawned bright and clear, promising new beginnings. Mira woke early, her heart fluttering with anticipation and curiosity. She dressed simply, yet with a touch of care, hoping to see Arun again beneath the ancient oak. The village buzzed softly with morning life, but Mira's thoughts were only of the traveler who had entered her world like a fresh breeze. As the sun rose higher, Mira made her way to their meeting spot. Moments later, Arun appeared, his familiar gentle smile welcoming her warmly. They exchanged stories from the day before and reveled in the easy companionship that blossomed naturally between them. Arun spoke of the cities he had seen, the mountains he had crossed, and the kindness of strangers along the way. Mira shared tales of her village's traditions, the songs sung at harvest, the dances by moonlight, and the simple joys that filled her days. With each word, the invisible thread between them grew stronger. They laughed at shared jokes, comforted each other's worries, and discovered surprising commonalities despite their different lives. Mira taught Arun how to spot the medicinal herbs hidden among the wildflowers, while Arun showed her an old traveler's not used to secure goods for long journeys. Their world, once separate, now intertwined in a delicate, promising tapestry. As evening came, the villagers noticed Mira's radiant glow, a reflection of newfound joy. For the first time in a long while, her heart felt alive and sure. Arun's presence was like sunlight after a long winter, warm and nurturing. Yet, amid the happiness, a subtle question lingered in the air. Could this fragile bond withstand the test that life inevitably brings? Still, in that moment, all that mattered was the blossoming of a beloved connection, pure, hopeful, and full of promise. Part 3. The Test of Trust. Days passed, and the bond between Mira and Arun deepened, woven with laughter and shared dreams. Yet, as their affection grew, so did the whispers in the village. Beneath the charming exterior of the mountain home, unease stirred in the hearts of some villagers. A traveler was an outsider whose roots were shallow, and their closeness to Mira sparked murmurings of doubt and concern. One afternoon, as Mira and Arun walked along a sun-drenched path, they found themselves approached by Elder Kale, a respected figure known for his wisdom. His eyes, steady but burdened, bore into Arun's with quiet gravity. "Mira means much to our village," he said slowly. "But can we trust a stranger, one whose past we do not know?" Arun felt a prick of anxiety, but met the elder's gaze with honesty. "I come with no hidden intentions. My journey has been long, and my only wish is to belong, to give and receive love honestly." Myra's heart pounded. She wanted to shield Arun and herself from the coldness of suspicion, yet she knew the village's voice could not be ignored. That evening, as they sat beneath their oak tree, Arun shared stories of his family and the lessons his own village had taught him, values of honor, hard work, and kindness. Mira listened, her faith in him renewed. But the test was far from over. The villagers watched closely, their acceptance a fragile thread that could unravel at any moment. Challenges loomed. Would Mira and Arun withstand the doubts cast by fear of the unknown? Or would their beloved connection falter before it truly blossomed? In the quiet moments before sleep, Mira whispered a hope into the night air, that love's light would prove brighter than any shadow of mistrust. Their story, still young, faced a crucial chapter, the test of trust. Part 4. The Strength to Overcome. As days turned into weeks, the whispers and curious stares from the villagers did not fade. Some eyes remained cautious, their hearts guarded against the unfamiliar presence of Arun. Mira felt the weight of their doubt, like a shadow across her own joy. Still, she refused to let fear dictate her heart's truth. Arun was more than a traveler passing through. He was becoming family. One afternoon, village children gathered near the stream, daring each other to cross its swift waters on the narrow stone path. Mira and Arun joined them, laughter ringing clear, a moment of carefree happiness. But as the sun began to dip, a sudden storm rolled in, and the stream's calm surface swelled into a roaring torrent. Alarmed, the children froze, stranded on the slippery stones. Without hesitation, Arun stepped forward. His steady hands and calm voice guided the children back, one by one, across the rushing water. His courage and care were undeniable, a living testament against the doubts of the villagers. Myra's heart swelled with pride and love. That evening, a meeting was called by the village elders. They acknowledged Arun's bravery and the kindness he showed to their children. Slowly, the walls of mistrust began to crumble. Some neighbors even approached Mira and Arun with tentative smiles, sharing meals and stories. Yet, the path to full acceptance was long, and challenges remained. News of Arun's past would still be questioned. But together, Mira and Arun found strength in their bond and in the growing warmth around them. Their beloved connection was no longer just a private hope, but a shared thread woven into the fabric of the village itself. Through courage, kindness, and unwavering trust, they overcame the shadows of suspicion, proving that love, when true, can break down even the oldest walls. Part 5. The Beloved Legacy. Seasons changed, and the village slowly transformed into a place where Arun's presence felt as natural as the circling birds above. No longer was he just an outsider. He was woven into the community's fabric, a beloved figure whose kindness and courage had softened even the hardest hearts. Mira and Arun's bond stood strong, a testament to the power of love and perseverance. Their story became one the village share by firelight, of trust won not by words alone, but by actions that spoke louder than doubt. Arun continued to help wherever needed, teaching the children about the wider world beyond the mountains and learning their customs in return. Mira found joy in seeing her beloved not only accepted but cherished, their lives now inseparably linked. One spring morning, as the village celebrated the annual festival beneath the blooming orchard trees, Arun was asked to plant the first sapling, a symbol of new life and unity. With Mira by his side, he placed the young tree gently in the earth, promising care and growth. It was more than a tree. It was the emblem of a legacy they would build together, intertwining the old and the new. The villagers, once wary and distant, now embraced the couple with open arms, recognizing that love's true nature transcended origins and fear of the unfamiliar. Arun's journey had begun as a traveler seeking a home, but through the beloved connection forged with Mira and the village, he had found much more: a family, respect, and a place to belong. Their story reminds us that acceptance is not given lightly, but earned through patience, courage, and heart. In the end, beloved is more than a name. It is the bond that turns strangers into kin and builds a future rooted in hope and harmony. Thank you for joining us on this heartfelt journey with Mira and Arun in Global English Tales. Their story reminds us that love and trust, born from openness and courage, have the power to bridge worlds and heal wounds. It teaches us that true belonging is earned through patience, kindness, and perseverance, even when faced with doubt or fear. As we close this tale, may you carry forward the hope that every journey of trust and love, whether between friends, family, or strangers, can ignite strength and create lasting legacies in our lives and communities. Stay inspired, keep believing in the power of trust and love, and remember, every heart has a story worth telling. Until next time, from Global English Tales, thank you and goodbye.